Greetings everybody, my name is Captain Honorseeker and welcome to the very first episode, or video, whatever you want to call it, of American Truck Simulator. As said in my comeback video a couple days back, we're gonna do a very first star from 0 to hero, or 0 to legend, or ultimate legend, how you want to call it as well. Into American Truck Simulator. This is gonna be the very first episode. We're gonna go from Jefferson up until Cape Girardeau. It's both towns are located in Missouri, so that's our first drive. We're gonna go from Jefferson, which is our main hub, where it's gonna be our very first garage as well. And we're, as said, we're going to Cape Girardeau, with a little bit of history on the town and what shaped the town and such. Let's get into the drive. We're going from Jefferson to Cape Girardeau. Currently, we're not working with our own truck. We're working with truck that is presented by us by the game, so-called companies that you're gonna drive for. All expenses are paid. The resting place is paid for. Fuel is gonna be paid for. So all that is covered by the company that we drive for in the first few drives that we're gonna do. All right, but as we go into Cape Girardeau, there are a few things that we can talk about along the way. So yeah, let's get into it. So Cape Girardeau is a town located in Missouri between St. Louis and Memphis, with roughly a population of 40,818 in 2024. So I have no idea what the current state is in 2025, but in 2024 there were 40,818 people living in Cape Girardeau. It's along the Interstate 55. A quick side note for who is not familiar with the interstates in the States. Everything going from east to west are even numbers. Every interstate going from south to north are odd numbers. So if you hear me talking about Interstate 55, you know we go either south or we go north. In this case, up we drive towards St. Louis, and from St. Louis we go down southbound over Interstate 55. Cape Girardeau dates back to the ancient Mississippian culture with a rich history across generations and culture. The name origins from the French soldier Jean-Pierre Girardeau, who in the 1760s I couldn't find any correct date or exact date along all the websites that I found. So every website talks about the 1760s. It's an established trading post by Jean-Pierre Girardeau. The city itself was founded by the French-Canadian explorer and cartographer Louis Joliet, who welcomed explorers like Lewis and Clark. More about him in a later video when we deliver back to Cape Girardeau. So in 1808, the town got incorporated following the Louisiana Purchase. The town grew out from a frontier hub. We're talking about the trading post back in the 1760s. So in 1808, it got incorporated from a frontier hub into a major port and a regional center, shaped by the Civil War. Again, more about the Civil War if you go back to Cape Girardeau. Transformative arrival of steamboats and railroads. That's another passion for me, right? Steam trains, my God. But that's for another thing, and we're not gonna go into that. We got also agriculture, education, and expansion. The site of the trading post was referred to as Cape Girardeau. Yes, this pronunciation is on purpose to pinpoint the difference. On English-made maps, it was believed at that time that Cape Girardeau took its name from this site and the men who established it, making it one of the few cities named after an inland cape. Cape Girardeau was part of a vast territory acquired by the United States in 1803 under the Louisiana Purchase as mentioned before. Around this time, plans were made to establishing Cape Girardeau as town. In 1806, the town was officially named Cape Girardeau and, as mentioned before, incorporated in 1808. And then in 1843, reincorporated. So they went through like two incorporations, I guess. There was not mentioned about this, as it was the best that I could find. Due to influence of Lormier, the community got shaped even more. That it was considered to name the town Loriment. Again, that is something that happens through time. Not sure that happens still to this day, but back in the day it was. But back in the day it was well known that if you did something good for the town, you either get a street name, a square to your name, or in some cases even a new name for the city. This was not the case for Cape Girardeau. It remained his name. He got his name still. But Loriment did some great things. More on that later on as well. Loriment established the first cemetery in 1808, where he and his wife Charlotte were laid to rest. That cemetery is now known as Old Lormier Cemetery. Alright, this is gonna wrap up this video. I thank you all. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. I'm sure I definitely did. Again, more of this format will be uploaded. Thank you all for watching through the very first drive of American Truck Simulator in 2025. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Stay healthy and catch you on the next one. Bye bye.